everybody, it's Miss Beall here, and today I want to talk to you about backyard birding. So, in order to get your backyard ready for birds, you need to have a few things. And one way that can help you to get your yard ready is to think about what birds might need. They need food, water, and shelter, just like we do, and any other living creature. So let's start with food first. Got a few bags of food here, different types, and when you fill your feeders with different types of seed and food, you'll attract different types of birds. So let's take a look at this bag here. This bag of food is dried mealworms. Let's get a good look at what these look like. See that? And this feed is going to attract things like eastern bluebirds, Carolina chickadees, and blue jays. And this feed you'll put in a small, shallow feeder with holes in the bottom so it can drain. We'll take a look at one in a minute. Another type of feed that you can get is a fruit and nut mix. And this will attract things like chickadees, woodpeckers, and nuthatches. These are all types of backyard birds, birds that will frequent different types of feeders. And in this mix, this is a really great mix, you've got some peanuts, sunflowers, looks like some millet, and some dried fruit pieces right in there. Okay. And then one final food that you can buy, which is really popular in a lot of grocery stores or hardware stores, is a sunflower mix. And this will attract northern cardinals, among other birds as well, like grosbeaks. And in here is sunflower and safflower seeds. So let's take a look at those. This is usually the one that I buy for my feeder at home. There you go. And since this attracts a little bit of a bigger bird, you can get a feeder, like a platform feeder, that's nice and open where the birds can land and feed off of. Now when you buy your food, make sure you have a good place to store it so no raccoons or bugs or anything get inside of your bags. All right, let's take a walk to a feeder. So here's our mealworm feeder that we were talking about earlier. It's got a small feeder with a little spot for them to hang or perch, and then mealworms. And inside it's got holes you can see for drainage. And then it just goes right there. And this one's in the shade. And then let's walk on down to our platform feeder so you can see what that looks like too. This is our platform feeder. Nice and flat, with a big sturdy chain, so you can hold those bigger birds like cardinals or blue jays. Again, it's nice to be in the shade because if it under a tree, if it rains, it won't get as much water in the seed to get wet. And next to it, this is a different type of feeder. We didn't look at this type of food, but this is for suet, which is a cake-like food that's got a mix of fat and seed in it, and it's really great if you want to attract woodpeckers to your backyard. Let's go over here and look at these feeders that are hanging. So if you want to attract lots of birds, you can get a big shepherd's hook like this with lots of different hooks, and you can put your feeders on all different levels and fill them with a mix of seed and get a mix of birds in your yard. So that about covers it for our food. So now let's move on to water, right? The birds need a good source of clean water. So, easy enough, bird bath, like that. Now, if you put a bird bath out, you have to make sure to keep it clean. So every now and then you need to dump the water, scrub it out, and put in fresh water. Think about yourself, right? You have to give yourself fresh water just about every day. If you don't have a bird bath like this, you can get a small plate that comes with a terracotta pot and fill it with water. Now, the final thing that your birds are going to need in your backyard is some kind of shelter, right? To keep them away from predators. So as you can see in this backyard, which happens to be my parents' backyard, they've got lots of trees all along the edges. Okay? So at your house, you have to go out in your backyard and look and see if your yard is going to provide a safe place for birds to come in and feed. If it's out in the open, they might not feel safe to come to your feeders. So you might want to consider planting a few shrubs or bushes or some trees eventually. But even plants like this and like the hanging basket here, that makes them feel a little bit safer from things like hawks that might want to come after them while they're feeding. And what's even better is if you plant a shrub that produces a berry, you'll get even a larger variety of birds, maybe even some cedar waxwings. So now that you know how to set up your backyard for birds, let's head back over to the picnic table and take a look at a few things you might want to have handy. So a lot of times when you're going to be birding out of your backyard, you might find a nice place to sit, like the picnic table. And you'll sit and you'll be quiet and you'll listen. And then when you hear the sounds, you'll look in that direction. I hear some chirping behind me. Now, a lot of times, people will bird from their windows or their decks, right? If it's cold in the wintertime, you can set up a chair by your dining room table if it looks out onto a window or your feeder. And then you can use your binoculars to get a really good look at the birds that land on your feeder. And what's nice to have handy is a field guide and a notepad and a pen. So if a bird lands on your feeder and you're not sure what it is, you can make a note. The color and the size, and then later on you can look it up in your field guide. Well, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoy your backyard birding.